So depending on who you ask, Joe Rogan in the UFC may have made one of the more fatal flaws in broadcasting about a week ago in the Ilia Topuria knockout, but let's hear it first.
Well, he's already busted up. Oh! Out cold.
A man of his word.
Oh my goodness.
And
He
now
called
the new
it. He
UFC
called it.
lightweight champion Ilia
He called it. He said he was going to knock him out in the first round, and he did it.
So first, my one question. Did you clearly hear what Jon Anik was saying over that call? Probably not as much as you'd want to, right? So for Joe Rogan, let's hear what it sounds like without a lot of Joe Rogan under that call.
Well, he's already busted up. Oh! Out cold.
A man of his
Oh my
word.
goodness.
And now the new UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria.
So if I was able to edit that in the best way possible, it probably would have stopped after out cold. But again, we're held back by editing here. And before I continue with this, removing everything else about Joe Rogan, for the UFC, just that alone, he's a good broadcaster. Very good one, has done a lot to establish what the UFC currently is. And that, don't want to dismiss any of that when it comes to Joe. But these are one of those moments you maybe want back. I've never called fighting, obviously, but when you have the one voice saying that line, and Jon Anik delivered probably one of his best calls that he's ever put out there for the UFC in that moment right there, and obviously Joe Rogan's under it. So maybe UFC fans, I've never called fighting, so maybe UFC fans want that, they want Joe Rogan under that call, I'm not too sure. But when it comes to just usual broadcasting 101, this is a good example of why you should avoid, if you're the color commentator in any situation, talking over this analysis instead of adding after the punch, because there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time in this moment to add on to what's going on after the moment, to analyze it. They're going to do replays. They're going to do everything. And you can mention that, obviously, he called his shot here. But what are your thoughts on it? Maybe you like this kind of call from Joe Rogan, or maybe you prefer the one without him. Let's see.